I'm stuck in traffic now. Typical Atlanta traffic. But I thought this might be an opportunity. Every annoyance is really an opportunity in disguise. And I thought I would share my thoughts about something that's occupying my mind right now. And it's this obesity flip-flop. How did we make this obesity flip-flop? And when I say we, I don't mean me. So maybe I shouldn't even say we. How did they make this obesity flip-flop? Do you not remember, gentle listener, 2008, 2009, when Michelle Obama was saying we need to, childhood obesity is a real problem. And maybe did she even say that obesity in general is a real problem? Could she actually have said that back then? I'm thinking that she did. It wasn't just kids. I mean, that if childhood obesity is a problem, and then it doesn't cease to be a problem when you're older, right? If you admit that obesity is something, is a condition which compromises one's health, then it all, follows from there. But I remember at the time, she had these ideas for school lunch programs and how to counteract obesity. And conservatives at the time were grumbling and groaning about it. Maybe she was being, patronizing or condescending. It's possible. I'm not necessarily defending her. But it is strange that in 2008, 2009, the left or the cultural left, the establishment left, could say we need to do something about obesity, and somehow just a few years later, it was like Cosmo magazine puts up a cover of featuring a 320-pound whale who happens to be of the same complexion as Michelle Obama, but that's not unrelated, but I don't want that to become the focus here. And it's like they put up this magazine like, this is a healthy body. And so, Victoria's Secret and other venues that previously featured, sexy, fit women started to say, hey, you're beautiful in whatever size you are. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. Now that trend seems to be coming to an end now, thankfully. But I think that the whole fat acceptance thing, the whole body positivity movement, I don't think it's totally dead and gone. So, oops, I'm out of traffic now. So I'll cut this short because I don't really have too much more to say about it. But how the hell did that happen? There was no politicization around being fat in the aughts, and in fact, even liberals could say, even the most prominent representative of liberalism in the nation, Michelle Obama, the most celebrated woman in the nation, if she was a woman, but I don't even want to broach that topic. Let's just stipulate that she was and is indeed a woman, because that's not the issue here. But she could say something like that at the time. Would she be able to say something like that now? Would she be able to say, we've really got to tackle this problem of obesity? Would she be allowed to say that now? And again, I think that we're sort of um, the fat acceptance thing is sort of crested and is now on the wane. I get that feeling. I'm not seeing big fat women displayed outside of Victoria's Secret, the Victoria's Secret store in the local mall anymore. I'm not seeing big fat women, featured on Sports Illustrated. The trans thing hasn't gone away, but the glorification of fat women seems to not be a thing anymore. They never cared about fat men. They never cared about making men feel better about their bodies. It was always about women. But it's just crazy when you think about it that way, isn't it? Isn't it nuts that we went from one extreme to the other? Things can just flip-flop like that. It's sort of like, I make the comparison to how when Kanye West snubbed Taylor Swift at the award show in, what was it, 2009, or when he insulted her, and how there was a big outcry over it, and conservatives everywhere hated Kanye. Fresh off of him saying George Bush doesn't care about black people, Kanye seemed like this big leftist, and Taylor Swift was just this this innocent, this girl next door, this white blonde girl, wholesome country girl singing country songs. Boy, that really flip-flopped, didn't it? Isn't that crazy? Then Taylor Swift is now this emblem of feminism, and conservatives despise her, and Kanye's, well, I guess it's sort of, we're maybe a year or so past Kanye's based era. I'm not sure what Kanye is now. He's sort of become just weirder again. But back when he was saying what he was saying a couple of years ago, and becoming the kind of figure that he was, like the Kanye Taylor Swift flip-flop, that kind of mirrors the obesity flip-flop. Isn't it weird? I don't know what to think about it. I just think it's something that we should all ponder.